Detectives, what case kept you up at night long after it was solved? My younger sister, Clara, died when I was 16. She fell from a hiking trail on a family vacation. The official ruling was accidental death. My father was the only witness. He said she slipped. I never believed him. He was a man obsessed with control, and Clara was a rebellious spirit. They fought constantly, their arguments echoing through the house like thunder. The day she died, they'd had a terrible fight. I heard him scream, "You will not ruin this family." An hour later, she was gone. For 15 years, that scream haunted me. It became the engine of my life. I became a forensic accountant, not a cop, because I knew my father's crimes wouldn't be in blood, they'd be in numbers and paper trails. He was meticulous, but everyone leaves a trace. I started with his finances from the year Clara died. He was on the verge of bankruptcy, a fact he'd hidden from all of us. His entire image was built on success. Failure was not an option. Clara, it turned out, had a secret of her own. She was pregnant. I found her diary tucked away in an old storage box. She was planning to run away with her boyfriend, a boy my father despised. She was going to tell him on that hike. My father wouldn't just be a failure, he'd be a public disgrace. A bankrupt father with a pregnant teenage daughter. It was the motive I'd been searching for. The next step was proving the cover-up. I found a massive, unexplained payment, $50,000, made to a private investigator a week after Clara's death. It took me months of digging through shell corporations to find the Pie's name. He was an old, retired cop, a fixer. I found him living in a fishing cabin in another state. I went at him with everything I had. I didn't accuse him, I just laid out the timeline, the bankruptcy, the pregnancy, the payment. He listened, his face unreadable. He told me she ran away, the old man finally said, his voice raspy. Said the girl was a troublemaker, and he needed to find her before she embarrassed the family. The money was to make the problem go away quietly. My father hadn't hired him to cover up a murder, he'd hired him to hunt down his own daughter. But the Pie had found her boyfriend instead. The boy, terrified, had confessed that Clara had told him she was going to use the pregnancy to get money from our father and then leave him. It was a lie, a desperate teenager's bluff, but our father believed it. The Pie's final report to my father confirmed his worst fears, public humiliation. The day of the hike was the day he received that report. He didn't push her, he confronted her. He told her she was worthless, that she had ruined him, and then, as she stood crying on the edge of the cliff, he just walked away. He left her there, emotionally shattered, and she fell. It wasn't murder in the legal sense. It was emotional brutality followed by criminal negligence. But the real bomb was who had helped him cover it up. My mother. She knew about the pregnancy. She knew about the bankruptcy. She chose him. She helped him craft the story, coached him on what to say to the police, and silenced my questions for years. I had the Pie's testimony and the financial records. I went to the police. My father was charged with involuntary manslaughter and a host of financial crimes. But the victory felt like ashes in my mouth. I had to testify against him in court. My mother sat behind him, staring at me with dead eyes. My other sibling, my brother, called me a traitor for destroying the family. He refused to speak to me ever again. I won. I got justice for Clara, but I'm completely alone now. My father is in prison, my mother is a ghost, and my brother hates me. Sometimes I wonder if Clara would have wanted this. Justice at the cost of everything.